Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we go to our third game of our quadruple header today. Next up will be the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. This is our Week 2 Sunday night game, the NBC game, the game of the week, with Collinsworth and Tirico. It'll be the Detroit Lions hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Detroit comes in at 1-0. They totally dismantled Green Bay last week. And the Cowboys come in at 0-1, having lost to Buffalo in Week 1. These are both playoff teams from last season, so we'll see how this one goes. Let's take a look at the standings right now. Braden is now 13-13. He's even on the season. Evil Dead is 20-17, 3 games up. And Jax is 8-9. He's still 1 game under 500. Braden's taking Detroit in this one. We'll find out who Evil Dead takes here in just a second. Don't forget to follow and like us. If you're watching on YouTube, follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'd really appreciate that. Let's head out to Ford Field in Detroit for this one. Cowboys-Lions here at Jammin' Sports.
Hey.
Welcome into Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. It's the Cowboys and the Lions. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Cowboys and Lions. Evil Dead's got the Lions, so both Evil Dead and Braden are both taking Detroit in this one. Our Week 2 Sunday night game. 2 playoff teams from last season. Dallas at 0-1, Detroit at 1-0. The Lions will get the ball first. We're underway live from Ford Field. From the 5-yard line on the return for Detroit, number 85, Avery Grayson, out to the 27-yard line. And now the starting quarterback for Detroit, Taylor Lane Dickerson, in his 9th year out of Wake Forest. Detroit 1-0, having dismantled Green Bay last week. I mean, they killed Green Bay in Week 1. The final score there was, 30-3. And Dallas lost to Buffalo 28-10 in Week 1. First and 10, Detroit from their own 27-yard line. Dickerson hands off to Jameson around the outside, and Carter Jameson out to the 31-yard line. Patton on the tackle for Dallas. Ben Patton, third-year safety out of Tennessee. Jameson in his 4th year out of Oregon State. Second and 6 for the Lions at their own 31. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson looking. Dickerson throws and caught by Aarons. Kevin Aarons out to the 35, the tight end. And that's a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Aarons in his 3rd year out of UCLA. 3rd and 2 for Detroit here on the opening possession. They have it at their own 35-yard line. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun on 3rd and 2. Dickerson draws back, throws, and it's caught by Aarons out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 6. First down, Detroit. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. I don't think Braden and Jax are still with us. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. Misty's here. First and 10. Dickerson hands off to Jameson. And Carter Jameson out to the 43. A gain of 2. Be 2nd and 8. Misty's taking Dallas, by the way. Going against the grain and taking Dallas. On 2nd and 8 from the 43-yard line. Still the opening drive of the ball game. Lions come out in the I formation. Evil Dead calls you Guru. Dickerson to Jameson around the outside, and Carter Jameson goes down. No gain. The Cowboys are right there for the stop. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 43-yard line. 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter. No score, opening drive. On 3rd and 8 from the 43-yard line, Dickerson under center. Aaron's in motion. Dickerson, he's going to get sacked back at the 34-yard line. A loss of 9 yards on the sack. And that was Dylan Richmond, the 11th year linebacker out of USC, on the sack. And that's going to bring up 4th and 17 for Detroit. Their drive stalls out, and they'll have to punt. As the Dallas defense makes a nice play on 3rd down. So Jeremiah Restrepo, the 11th year punter out of James Madison, will come on for Detroit on 4th and 17. So, Restrepo back to punt. Gets the punt away. This will be fielded at about the 15-yard line. Bringing it back, Jamal Banks out to the 19. Starting quarterback for Dallas, Carson Beck, in his 2nd year out of Georgia. There's Carson. Misty's trying to swallow some pills over here. She hates swallowing pills. I just don't think about it. I just put them in there and swallow them. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Detroit had to punt on their opening drive. This will be Dallas's opening drive. Beck under center on 1st and 10. Beck draws back, throws near side, caught, and making the catch. Number 86 for Dallas, that's Charlie Marshall, out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Marshall in his 4th year out of Fresno State. 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys at their own 28-yard line. Beck under center. Beck hands off to Baxter, and Sam Baxter around the outside. And Baxter picks up 3 yards out to the 31-yard line. 1st down, Dallas. Sam Baxter now in his 12th year out of USC. If you missed the earlier games today, Kansas City beat Seattle 24-17. And the Rams beat Atlanta 31-10. This is now our 3rd game. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter up the middle. And Baxter down to the 43-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 12. Fairway, I'm not even in charge of my Discord. Somebody else is. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Beck gets the pass out to Blair Gibson, the 3rd-year tight end out of Georgia Southern. It'll be 2nd and 7. Appreciate that, Evil Dead. It was. I know it was. But I took the opportunity to remind people that I don't have the Discord anymore. 2nd and 7. Beck to Baxter up the middle, and Baxter crosses midfield out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll be a Dallas 1st down as one of the Lions got shaken up on the play. We'll have the 49ers and the Steelers after this. That'll be our Monday night game. This is our Sunday night game here in week 2. And oddly enough, it's on a Sunday night. Sometimes it lines up and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Very true, Evil Dead. 1st and 10 from the 47 in the I formation. They hand off to Baxter, and Baxter drives forward out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6. That's a very good point. Boy, another injury timeout. One of the Cowboys goes to the sideline. That's the center, Axel Roberts. 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line. Dallas on the move at the Detroit 41. Detroit had to punt on their opening drive. This is Dallas's opening drive. Beck in the shotgun on second down. Beck looking, throws, caught by Marshall down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll be a Cowboy first down as Charlie Marshall makes the play. 49ers Steelers up next, and then we'll start week 3 tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, with the Packers and the Raiders. First and 10 from the 35. Beck under center. Beck drops back. Throws downfield. Caught. Big gain by Jerome Stewart down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 26 yards by Stewart, the fifth-year receiver out of Texas A&M. First down, Dallas. Deep in Detroit territory. Our week 2 Sunday night game. The game of the week. First and goal from the 9, 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun, first and goal. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught by Marshall down to the 3. A gain of 6. It'll be second and goal. An impressive opening drive for the Cowboys after Detroit had to punt. It'll be third and goal from the 3. Cowboys come out in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck, they pitch to Baxter, and Baxter's going to be hit and brought down for a loss on the tackle, number 56. That's Caden Farrell, the fifth-year linebacker out of Nevada. That'll be a loss of 5. It'll be third and goal back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left in the first quarter, no score. On third and goal, 4 wide, Beck under center. Beck looking. Beck in trouble, throws, dumps it off to Marshall. And he's down at the 1. He does not get in. Making the tackle, Dan Jackson, the second-year safety out of Georgia. He does not get in. It'll be fourth and goal from the 1-yard line. Dallas is just going to kick the field goal. Robert Riker from 18 yards, the rookie out of Iowa. The kick is up, and it's good. I would have gone for it myself, but the Cowboys take the points. And Dallas goes up 3-0. 1:24 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our week 2 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The Cowboys at 0-1, the Lions at 1-0. If you missed the earlier games, you can go to YouTube and watch them. All the games get archived there. Let's just look for Jammin' Sports. The kickoff fielded at the 5. On the return, this is Dylan Neal, the wide receiver, out to the 30-yard line. Neal brings it out to the 30-yard line in his 7th year out of VMI. Taylor Lane Dickerson, the quarterback, will come back out in his 9th year out of Wake Forest. He used to be Evil Dead's favorite quarterback until he stopped throwing picks. His interception ratio has gotten a lot better over the last 2 seasons. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. First and 10. Dickerson drops back, throws, coming across, makes the catch. That's going to be Philip White, the third-year receiver out of Florida, out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be second and 1. Detroit made the playoffs last season as a wild card. They lost to the 49ers, though, in the wild card round. Dallas was a wild card. They beat the Giants in the wild card round and then lost to Seattle. Davis is here. On second and 1, Dickerson throws to Aarons, incomplete. It'll be third and 1. Again, if you missed the first 2 games, the Chiefs beat the Seahawks. That was 24-17. And then the game that just ended, the Rams defeated the Falcons 31-10. In the I formation, Dickerson to Jamison. And Jamison picks up the first down. 12 yards out to the Cowboy 49-yard line. Carter Jamison in his 4th year out of Oregon State. First down, Lions. Cowboys up 3-0 here in the first quarter. Tennessee going to lose this week? I can't remember who they play. The Volunteers. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. I'll have to look at the schedule. Dickerson under center. Dickerson, play action, and he's going to get sacked back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 8. Kerry Rule, the linebacker, on the sack in his 10th year out of UTEP. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 18 for the Lions. As we're coming up on the end of the first quarter, though. At the end of 1, Cowboys up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We start the second quarter. 2nd and 18 for the Lions. They come out in the offset eye. Dickerson to Jamison. And Jamison weaving his way out to the 48-yard line. They got lucky last game, beating Illinois in overtime. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Lions now at their own 48-yard line. Cowboys up 3-0 here in the second quarter. 5 wide, Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, throws outside to Philip White down the sideline, and White close to the marker, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 12. It'll bring up 4th and 1. Well, the Lions are kind of in no man's land here. Will they go for it? 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. I like the call. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. 4th and 1 from the Cowboys' 40. Neal in motion. Dickerson looking. Throws and caught downfield by Isaac Peak down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Detroit. Isaac Peak in his 4th year out of Montana. First down, Lions. Lions come out 4 wide, make it 5, 4 to one side. Dickerson in the shotgun. White in motion. Dickerson drops back, throws to White in the flat, turns upfield, and White gets down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Don't forget, we have the 49ers and the Steelers up next. We'll be in Pittsburgh for that one. That'll be the Monday night game to wrap up the week. Week 2 comes to a close tonight. We'll start week 3 tomorrow. Dickerson on 2nd and 8 in the gun. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws. Caught by Jamison out of the backfield down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 17. First down, Detroit. Carter Jamison. I think he's an underrated back, to be honest with you. You just want Tennessee to lose? Well, I just want North Carolina to win. How's that? First and goal from the 10-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun, 4 wide. Dickerson looking. Dickerson throws. Caught by White down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and goal for Detroit. They're knocking at the door. He's 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. 5:17 and counting. Here in the first half. Cowboys up 3-0. Dickerson to Jamison. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown run by Carter Dickerson. Or Carter Jamison, excuse me. And the Lions take a 6-3 lead. That was a nice drive by Detroit. To be honest with you, I think the Lions are for real, guys. I mean, they totally dismantled Green Bay last week. I think the Lions are a better team than last season, and they made the playoffs last season as a wild card. That's a scary thought. Lions are looking good. And now Dylan Lyons, that's his name, the rookie out of Virginia, for the extra point. The kick is up and good. Detroit up 7-3. 5:09 left in the half here at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 2 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. We have not decided on a Sunday night game for next week yet. I'll take a look at the schedule and see which game I want to flex in there. Detroit will kick off now, up 7-3. Drew Lyons will kick from the 4-yard line. On the return for Dallas, this is Darrell Porter, the second-year defensive back out of Miami, on the return out to the 26-yard line. 5:05 left in the half. Detroit up 7-3. Dallas, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Want to welcome everybody into Jammin' Sports on this Sunday, the third game of our quadruple header. The previous 2 games have been uploaded to YouTube. All our games are archived on YouTube. 1st and 10 from the 26. Beck under center. Beck fakes the handoff. Beck looking in trouble, and he's going to get sacked. That play took too long. Deshaun Marsh, the 5th-year defensive end out of LSU, on the sack. A loss of 9. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Cowboys. Back at the 18-yard line. Comes in and gets the big sack. Evil Dead and Braden Mann both took Detroit in this one. Misty took Dallas in this one. On 2nd and 19, back at the 18-yard line. Gracie took Detroit. Oh, okay. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd and 19. Beck looking. Beck in trouble. Gets sacked again. Back-to-back sacks. A loss of 7 more. David Russell, the 8th-year defensive end out of Michigan, on the sack. It'll be 3rd and 26. I think Gracie's taking Dallas in this one. Back-to-back sacks on the Cowboys. And they now face 3rd and 26 back at the 10-yard line. Detroit looks awfully good this season. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun on 3rd and 26. Beck looking. Beck in trouble. And he's going to be hit for the safety. I believe. No, they call him out down at the 1-yard line. Johnny Keys, the safety. The 3rd straight sack. The rookie out of Ole Miss. They're going to mark him down at the 1. It'll be 4th and 35. That was about the worst 3-play series I've seen in a long time. Sack, sack, sack. And now, Andrew Jamison in the back of his end zone to try to get the punt away. He does. Detroit should get great field position out of this. From the 50-yard line, on the return is Dylan Neal out to the 43-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Up 7-3. As the Lions defense comes up big on that series. Detroit will play at the Rams next week. The Rams who won earlier here today. And Dallas next week. I'm looking at the schedule because I forget. Dallas will host the Jets next week. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. They hand off to Jamison. And Jamison makes his way down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 14 yards for Carter Jamison. And a Lions 1st down. 1st down, Detroit. We have a good crowd here tonight. I appreciate it. Here at Jammin' Sports. Again, if you missed the first 2 games, they're on YouTube. You can go check them out. Just look for the Blue JS, Jammin' Sports. 1st and 10. Dickerson throws and caught for not much of a gain by Jerome Banks. Actually lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Banks in his 4th year, the tight end out of Buffalo. Davis is doing a new Xbox One League. On 2nd and 11. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, throws near side, and caught by Isaac Peak out to the 24-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 5. We're wrapping up week 2 tonight. We'll have the 49ers and the Steelers up next. That should be a good one. That's another couple of playoff teams from last season. 3rd and 5 from the 24-yard line, 5 wide. Dickerson back, throws down the middle, caught. Jamison, touchdown Detroit. A 24-yard touchdown catch by Carter Jamison. And the Lions go up 13-3. With 2.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Cowboys scored first, but Detroit has scored often here. And now Drew Lyons for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Lions lead at 13-3. 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first half, here from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 2, our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. CJB in the house. Welcome in, CJB. Touchdown, Detroit. And now the Lions will kick off. From the 6-yard line on the return is Jamal Banks in his second year out of Nebraska. And that's where Dallas will have it. 1st and 10. Down by 11 with 2:25 left to play here in the first half. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught underneath by Charlie Marshall out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. And that's going to probably take us to the 2-minute warning. Will they get the play off in time? They do not. 2 minutes left here in the first half here at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our week 2 game. Our Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Beck on 2nd and 4, throws, and it's incomplete. Looking for Jamal Banks. .157 left. Third and 4 for Dallas now. From their own 33-yard line, Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking, rolls out, throws, and caught. That's Tom Plant out to the 50-yard line. 17 yards and a Cowboy first down. First down, Dallas. Cowboys trying to make it a 1-score game before halftime. 1st and 10 from midfield. Beck draws back, throws a swing pass to Baxter, and Baxter out to the 49-yard line. Again of a yard, be 2nd and 9. Oh yeah, he can still kick a field goal. Dallas trying to make it a 1-score game before half. 2nd and 9 from the Lions' 49-yard line. Beck throws and open one-handed catch. Charlie Marshall down to the 26-yard line. 23 yards. What a catch. 4th-year receiver out of Fresno State. First down, Dallas. Down to the Detroit 26-yard line. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. He caught that with one hand. It was a backhanded catch. You see the way he had to turn his hand? 4 wide, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Beck looking. Beck throws underneath and caught by Plant down to the 17, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. CJBJ. Where are you from, CJBJ? I'm in Nashville. Evil Dead's in New York. Davis is out in Phoenix. I like to find out where people are watching from. 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys at the Detroit 17-yard line. North Carolina, you're right next door. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught by Plant down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 5. Dallas takes a timeout. They have 1 left. 34 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10 Cowboys at the Lion 12-yard line. You're in Charlotte. Okay, I'm in Nashville. So you're my neighbor to the east. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws, and it's dropped. Oh, Marshall dropped it. That'll stop the clock. 31 seconds in the half. 2nd and 10 for Dallas at the Detroit 12. Welcome into Jammin' Sports there, CJBJ. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws to the end zone. It's picked up. Oh, nearly picked up. Incomplete. Broken up by Ken Hopkins, the 4th-year defensive back out of Miami. 3rd and 10, Dallas at the 12. Even a field goal makes it a 1-score game. But you know Dallas wants the touchdown. 3rd and 10 from the 12. 3 to the far side. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught. Oh, no, it's not caught. Incomplete. My goodness, Jerome Stewart had that. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. You called it, CJ. And now Robert Riker will come on. This will be from 29 yards. We've seen a ton of drops. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game as the Lions now lead it 14-6 as they salvage a field goal right before halftime. Don't forget we have the 49ers and Steelers up after this. It'll be our final game of Week 2, our Monday night game up next. We'll be in Pittsburgh for that one. Misty says hi to everybody. Misty, also known as the Guru. Yep. And now there's the kickoff by Riker. And that goes to, hits the crossbar. Touchback. And now Detroit will have it 1st and 10 with 18 seconds left in the half at the 30-yard line. Detroit still has 3 timeouts, but only 18 seconds left. Well, they might be able to throw it downfield. You never know. Yep, doink. He doinked it. Let's see what Detroit chooses to do here. Dickerson under center on 1st and 10. Dickerson to Jamison around the outside, and Jamison goes nowhere. He loses 2 yards. Phillips on the tackle, number 22. That's Greg Phillips, the safety. Neither team taking a timeout. And we're going to halftime. Halftime score, Detroit 14, Dallas 6, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We go to the second half. Lions lead Dallas 14-6. The Lions come in at 1-0. Dallas comes in at 0-1. Detroit having beat Green Bay last week and Dallas losing to Buffalo. The Cowboys will get the second half kickoff. We're underway. From the 5 on the return, this is Jamal Banks. And Banks brings it out to the 35-yard line. Actually, that was Porter. That was the other return man, Darryl Porter. Some first half highlights. Beck getting sacked. And Beck getting sacked. You get the idea. Misty says here in the Nashville area we have rain at the moment. It's storming outside, it happens almost daily now. Summertime in Nashville, you gotta love it. A thunderstorm almost every day. That's where Jammin' Sports, the studios, resides in Nashville. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Carson Beck, the quarterback, in his second year out of Georgia. 1st and 10. They hand off to Baxter. And Baxter back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Deshaun Marsh on the tackle for Detroit. Lions up by 8. Dallas trying to tie it up on this drive. Cowboys, they don't want to start 0-2. They did last season. But Dallas ended up 11-5. So they went 9-3 down the stretch. Or 11-3, excuse me. 2nd and 10. Beck looking, throws, and he led his receiver too much. Jerome Stewart incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Dallas will host the Jets next week, the defending Super Bowl champions. 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line, 3 to the far side. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck looking. He's going to fire it deep. And it's caught at the 12-yard line. Charlie Marshall. 54 yards on the catch. Charlie Marshall. Talk about flipping the field. Marshall just put on the brakes and caught the ball as the defender went right by him. Number 35, Steve Warner, the 12th-year safety out of Temple. 1st and 10, Dallas at the line, 12-yard line. Dallas can tie it up. Beck under center. Hands off to Baxter. And Baxter to the 10, a gain of 2 yards. On the tackle, the safety, Dan Jackson, the second-year safety out of Georgia. Yep, I'm hearing thunder outside here in Nashville. It's all right. I've heard thunder before. It doesn't bother me. 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line. 4 wide. Beck under center. Beck looking. Beck throws. Fires underneath to Marshall. And Marshall to the 5. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Sports Davis is here. And our new best friend CJ BJ is here. 3rd and 3 from the 5. 4 wide. Beck under center. Beck looking, in trouble. It's a sack and fumble, and Baxter picks up the loose football, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's going to be a loss of 11. On the sack, Cody Neal, the 12th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. And that'll bring up 4th and 14. Cowboys will have to settle for a field goal. Robert Riker, the rookie out of Iowa, will come on. So Riker, this will be from 23 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Cowboys are chipping away at the lead. The Lions now lead it 14-9. 5:37 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 2 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have the 49ers and the Steelers next. And then tomorrow night we'll start Week 3 at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It'll be the Packers and the Raiders. We'll be out in Las Vegas for that one. Riker will kick off. From the 4-yard line on the return, number 85 for Detroit. That's Avery Grayson out to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions up by 5. 5:33 left. Lions trying to get to 2-0 if they can win today. And that would make for an interesting game next week. They play at the Rams. The Rams won earlier today. They're 2-0 as they defeated Atlanta 31-10. That game is in the video section. It's also on YouTube if you want to check it out. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Dickerson to Jameson up the middle, and Jameson 3 or 2 yards out to the 27. It'll be 2nd and 8. Great crowd here tonight. Appreciate it. Don't forget, during the week, we're on at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We usually have 2 or 3 games a night during the week. On 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line. Dickerson, play action. Oh, he played action right into that sack. A loss of 10 yards. Orlando Sanders, the 8th-year defensive end out of Illinois, on the sack. Dallas's defense stepping up. I had a feeling this was going to be a good game. I know Dallas lost to Buffalo 28-10, but there was flashes on Dallas. Plus, these are 2 playoff teams from last season. Well, Dallas is chipping away, Misty. Don't worry about it. 3rd and 18 from the 16-yard line. 5 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws underneath. Caught by Philip White out to the 17-yard line. Way shy of the first down. He only picks up a yard as Kevin Porter comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 4th and 17. Detroit will punt. And Dallas with another chance to take the lead here on this drive. Jeremiah Restrepo back to punt. Restrepo gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 38-yard line by Jamal Banks. And now the Cowboy offense will come out. Marshall's had a big night. Look at that. 9 catches for 115. Carson Beck, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Georgia, will lead the offense again. He comes out. On 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck looking. Throws down the near sideline. Caught by Baxter out of the backfield out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. The NFC East right now, the Giants, even though they were overhauled during the offseason, they've started off 2-0. We'll go over the standings here in a second. On 2nd and 4 from the 44-yard line. Beck throws and incomplete. Tried to get it to Blair Gibson, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. The Giants are 2-0. Carolina, Washington, and Philadelphia are all 0-2. So Dallas can be a game back. On 3rd and 4, Beck looking. Beck throws and caught by Plant out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 10 yards for Tom Plant. First down, Dallas, the 12th-year receiver out of TCU. That'll move the chains. First down, Dallas at the Lion 46-yard line. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws downfield, and it's incomplete. Nice play. They were looking for Stevens, the tight end. Nice play by Johnny Keys, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line. Keys made a nice play. 2nd and 10 for Dallas at the Lion 46-yard line. The handoff to Baxter, and Baxter goes nowhere. A loss of 2 yards. David Russell on the tackle. And now it's 3rd and 12 for Dallas. Big 3rd down. Let's see what we got here. From the Lion 48-yard line, Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck looking. Beck gets sacked by David Russell back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 8 yards. It'll be 4th and 20. A huge sack. Russell in his 8th year out of Michigan. be 4th and 20 for the Cowboys. They'll have to punt. You be right, CJ. You called it. Well, we play the entire game, if that's what you mean. We're doing 4 games today. This is the 3rd game. We'll have another game after this. Back to punt for Dallas is Jamison. Gets the punt away. It's be fair caught at the 12. All right. It'll be 1st and 10 Lions at the 12-yard line. Let's see if Detroit can make it a 2-score game. They can do so with a touchdown. A field goal would keep it a 1-score game. Lions up 14-9. With 2:11 left in the 3rd quarter. Dickerson on 1st down gets it out to Philip White. Good for 4 out to the 16-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6. 49ers Steelers up next. We'll be wrapping up week 2 tonight. That's our Monday night game up next. This is our Sunday night game right here. 2nd and 6 from the 16. Dickerson under center. Dickerson looking. Throws. And caught by Isaac Peak out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll be a Lions first down. 1:33 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Five wide for the Lions on 1st and 10. Dickerson in the shotgun, empty backfield. Dickerson back. Dickerson, he's got time. He throws deep. Wide open. Dylan Neal down to the Dallas 44-yard line. 32 yards. Dylan Neal in his 7th year out of VMI. I mean, he was wide open. Nobody picked him up across the middle. Talk about free range. I mean, there was nobody there. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 44-yard line. 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Lions on the move. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back. Throws. And again, it's caught by Peak down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 20. Another Lions first down. Another big catch for Isaac Peak. First down, Detroit. As we're down to 45 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 5 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back. Throws underneath. And this time it's caught by Neal. No, that's Philip White. I'm sorry. Down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Down to 25 seconds left. Here in the 3rd quarter. This might be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 1 from the Cowboy 15-yard line. 4 wide. Dickerson to Jamison up the middle. And Jamison to the 14. A gain of a yard. It'll be 13 inches. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Lions up 14-9 here at Jammin Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field. We go to the 4th quarter. CJ's back, 13 inches from the 14-yard line. Dickerson under center, 4 wide. To Jamison. He picks up the first down, barely out to the 13-yard line. A gain of a yard. Kerry Rule, the linebacker, on the tackle, but it's 1st and 10 Detroit at the Dallas 13-yard line. Lions, if they get a touchdown, it goes to a 2-possession game. 1st and 10 from the Cowboy 13. 5 wide, empty backfield. Dickerson drops back, throws underneath, caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dylan Neal, a 13-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions increase their lead. It's now 20-9. They've made it a 2-score game. They're up by 11. 7:31 left. There's time for Dallas, but they've got to get their offense in gear. Drew Lyons, the rookie out of Virginia, will come on for the extra point. The Lions kicker's name is Lyons, Lyons. The kick is up and good. Lions lead it 21-9. 7:31 left to play in regulation. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, our Week 2 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Well, the Cowboys have got to get their act in gear now. They're down by 12. They're down by 2 touchdowns. Dallas down by 12, 21-9. And now the kickoff by Lions. From the 4-yard line on the return, Jamal Banks. And Banks out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Dallas will take over. 7:27 left. Well, Carson Beck, do you have a comeback in you here? Dallas needs 2 touchdowns. Lions lead it 21-9 here in the 4th quarter. Dallas, like I said, they started 0-2 last season, still made the playoffs. It's not a position you want to be in, though. 1st and 10, Beck under center. Beck to Baxter, and Baxter makes his way to the 32-yard line. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle. Another reason why Dallas doesn't want to be 0-2, they play the Jets next week, the defending Super Bowl champions. You're staring 0-3 in the face. 2nd and 6 from the 32-yard line. Beck in the gun. Yeah, bring your inner Peyton Manning. Beck looking, throws outside, and that's caught by Blair Gibson, the tight end, out to the 35. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Evil Dez liking that Detroit's winning. He picked Detroit in this one. 3rd and 2 from the 35 in the I formation. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter close to the first down. He's got it. A gain of 2 yards. First down, Dallas. Sam Baxter in his 12th year at a USC, still going strong. The Heisman Trophy winner. 6:15 and counting. 1st and 10, Dallas from their own 37. Beck in the shotgun. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 6. Is Davis still here, or did he run off? Davis, are you still here? If you're still here, say I or something. Oh yeah, we do college football on Saturdays. All day Saturday we do college football. We did 10 games yesterday. We're 2 weeks into the season. We'll start week 3 Saturday. Beck on 2nd and 4. Beck looking, throws outside, incomplete. Yeah, we dedicate Saturday to college football. We just go all day. We start at 11 Eastern in the morning. And we play 10 games back to back to back to back to back. Join us this Saturday and you'll see. 3rd and 4 from the 43-yard line, 5 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Oh, there's Davis. I was wondering if you're still here. Beck throws outside. Caught by Baxter out to the 47-yard line. And that's going to be a 4-yard gain. First down, Dallas. He gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 5:35 left. I just wanted to know if Davis caught any of the college football yesterday. We had a couple of big games. We had some blowouts, though. 1st and 10 for the 47-yard line. Beck drops back. Beck looking. Rolls out. In trouble. Gets sacked by David Russell. Back at the 41-yard line. A loss of 12. And that'll bring up 2nd and 22. Russell having a big night for Detroit. .5:20 and counting. Dallas down by 12. They've got to get points out of this drive. They need a touchdown. They're really in 4-down territory if you think about it. 5:10 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 22 for the Cowboys at their own 41. 4 receivers wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck rolls out, throws back across, throws it away, incomplete. 4:56 left. And that'll bring up 3rd and 22. All of yesterday's college football games are archived on YouTube. Every game we do here at Jammin' Sports gets archived to YouTube. No, we do sim seasons here is what we do. 3rd and 22 from the 41. Beck looking. Beck throws deep. Caught by Plant down to the 34-yard line. Old reliable Tom Plant. That's a 25-yard gain by Plant. Evil Dead has pointed this out several times. He's like the Steve Largent of this sim season. He's not fast, but he gets open. The 12th-year receiver out of TCU. 1st and 10 Dallas at the Lion 34-yard line. Beck in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter, not much. A gain of 3 out to the 31. Clock is moving, 4:20. Dallas really can't afford to be running right now. Yeah, they started 0-2 last season, but they finished 11-5, so they did go 11-3 down the stretch. 2nd and 7. Beck throws, and that's caught underneath. Making the catch there, Nick Stevens, the tight end. Down to the 25, a gain of 6. Stevens in his 7th year out of Tennessee. In case you're wondering, I have the rosters in front of me, but I do memorize them after a while. 3rd and 1, Beck on the shotgun. Beck looking, in trouble, gets sacked. Deshaun Marsh on the sack. A loss of 6 yards. It'll be 4th and 7. Back at the 31-yard line. 3:26 and counting. A field goal does you no good. You need a touchdown. Dallas has to go for it. 4th and 7. Beck back. Looking. Throws. Caught by Charlie Marshall down to the 19. A gain of 12. They convert on 4th down. 1st and 10 from the Lions' 19-yard line. 3 minutes left to play. The clock is moving. Cowboys need a touchdown. Beck of the shotgun. 1st and 10. Beck drops back. Beck throws down the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Dallas. Blair Gibson. The tight end. Or Blaine Gibson, excuse me. Touchdown, Dallas. It's now 21-15. Cowboys are down by 6. They'll just kick the extra point here, make it a 5-point game. So the Cowboys have made it a 1-possession game now with 2:43 left. There's still time to get a stop. Robert Riker for the point after. Kick is up and good. Detroit leads at 21-16. The Chiefs played earlier today. They beat the Seahawks 24-17. The Chiefs are now 1-1. Seattle's 0-2. You can check out that game on YouTube. All my games get archived to YouTube. Just look up Jammin' Sports on YouTube. You can go back and watch that game later. That was our first game this afternoon. We did 4 games. We're doing 4 games today. This is the 3rd one. And the Rams beat the Falcons 31-10. That was our 2nd game. Riker will kick off. From the 3-yard line on the return. This is Dylan Neal out to the 28-yard line. 1st down, Detroit. 2:39 left. Taylor Lane Dickerson, the quarterback for the Lions, some highlights. That was the touchdown to Jameson and the touchdown to Neal earlier today. All right, if you're a Lions fan, you want to put together a drive, eat up time. If you're a Cowboy fan, you want to force a 3 and out. Lions will start from their own 28. Up by 5 over the Cowboys. 2:39 to play. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. You're a Lions fan? Okay. Dickerson in the shotgun. Hands off to Jamison. And Carter Jamison, no gain. The Cowboys are right there. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2.5 minutes left. Detroit might let this go down to the 2-minute warning. I would. I'd eat up as much time as I could. 5 wide. 2nd and 10. And the Lions are just going to let it run. 2 minutes left here at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 2 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. 2nd and 10. Lions from their own 28. 4 receivers wide. White in motion. End around to White. And White to the 32. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6. Dallas takes a timeout. 1:57 left. Now we have a big 3rd down right here. 3rd and 6. Dallas desperately needs a stop. 1:57 left. This is a huge 3rd down. All right. Dickerson in the shotgun. 3rd down. Dickerson back. Dickerson looking. Dickerson in trouble. Steps up, throws, and throws it away. Oh, that does Dallas a favor. They don't have to use a timeout. I would have ran, to be honest with you. I would have run it, took my chances, and then punt. But now you've given Dallas an extra 40 seconds or so. And now the Lions will punt. Jeremiah Restrepo. Dallas is going to have one more shot, down by 5. The punt is away. Fair caught at the 26 by Jamal Banks. All right, Carson Beck comes back out. Dallas still has 2 timeouts. Misty has said goodnight at 8:38 Central Time. All right, Dallas down by 5. 1:44 left, and they have 2 timeouts. Can the Cowboys pull this one out? Not another comeback. You can talk to Evil Dead about that. 1st and 10 from the 26. Beck in the shotgun. Beck, a quarterback keeper. It doesn't go. It's a loss of 3. That was not well played. It'll be 2nd and 13 back at the 23-yard line. What? Yes. 1:27 left. The clock is moving. 2nd and 13 at the 23. Beck drops back, throws, caught underneath by Stevens out to the 31. A gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 5. If you're Dallas, you got to get this ball downfield. 1:10 left. You still have 2 timeouts. It'll be 3rd and 5 from their own 31-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. We're down to a minute. Beck looking, throws, and it's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Broken up by Dan Jackson, the defensive back. Now it's 4th down for Dallas. 54 seconds left. Detroit trying to hold on to go to 2-0. 3 wide for the Cowboys on 4th and 5. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws. And it's incomplete. Plant can't hold on. It'll be a turnover on downs. Detroit will take over. 3 more snaps and this one's over. Detroit will hang on. The Lions will be 2-0. Dallas will be 0-2. And the Lions will have a big showdown next week at the Rams. They're both going to be 2-0. Looking forward to that one. That should be a good game. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Dickerson hands off to Jamison up the middle. Jamison breaks through, gets a 1st down out to the 21-yard line, a gain of 10. Dallas will take a timeout. They have 1 left. That's ball game right there, that 1st down. Lions will be 2-0. Dallas will be 0-2. And Dallas will play the Jets down in Dallas next week. That's going to be a tough game. In the victory formation, on 1st and 10, Dickerson takes a knee. Dallas takes their final timeout. Lions looking good early in this season. at 2-0. In fact, Detroit all by themselves now in first place in the NFC Central. Everybody else is 1-1, one game back. This, well, let's see. And Dickerson takes a knee. They'll have to snap it one more time. He looks like Jared Goff. That's not the player model, though, for him. Goff's player model's on the Bills, I believe. 3rd and 12. They'll take a knee. And that'll do it. That's ball game. Your final score, Detroit 21, Dallas 16. Thanks for watching here at Javits Sports. 49ers Steelers up next. We'll see you then.